Hey, welcome back everyone. Cool. I'm glad that you arrived. Got some weird things going on with my lighting here. That's probably something in my camera where it's sensing proximity and lighting and all that. But anyways, so hey, welcome back. I'm getting going a little bit more on these Gettr Lee bass tracks, isolated bass tracks. I love the Neil Peart drum cams. Those of you who are new here, I'm Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. You've been invited into my living room to have a seat and watch this with me, and I will give you a raw, honest, and unedited reaction at all times. Please like, subscribe, and share. It gets this channel more exposure. This video is the Vital Signs bass track. It can be found, if I don't link it below, it can be found at JNDLEE92. That is the Jindley, JNDLEE92. That is the YouTube channel that this can be found at. So whoever is in charge of that channel, thank you so much for putting this together. This is one of my favorite Rush tunes. If you guys are new here and you don't know, Rush is like, that's it for me, right? They're the standard by which everyone else is measured. Always has been for decades in my life, since I first heard them back in 1987. And I think there's not enough reactions that are spending time focusing on the individual players in the band, performers, artists, musicians, however you want to call them. They are all of the above. And I really wish I could find some isolated Alex Lifeson tracks. I will at some point. Hopefully they're out there. I'm sure they are. I don't want to do the covers of it. But as it is, we're doing Vital Signs. Now, when I did have a bass guitar, this is the first Rush song I was able to play on bass. It was very difficult because I'm not a bass player. I'm a guitar player, though it's not that much different of a beast conceptually. But it was definitely a challenge, and I lost that video. It's from 12 years ago or whatever, and I was so proud of it. I took it, I videoed it, and boy, it challenges the hand. But here we go. A little bit of distortion on that. This is off. Those of you who don't know, this is off the Moving Pictures album. Chords there, hitting some chords. Skip. Boom. That is, it's hard on the hand. Maybe I wasn't playing it the right way, but I certainly got those notes. each time in this part. I think I'm going to turn this into a bonus content. We're going to, after this, watch the video of the song, full band. Why don't we just go ahead and right into the to the song Rush, Vital Signs.
Here's what I found on YouTube.
Because I know there's going to be a lot of you who don't know the song, so now let's go ahead and do this.
When you live with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis.
Oh, okay. This is a Vivo video, so hopefully it won't get blocked. Sometimes that happens with those.
Unstable condition, a simple life, mental and environmental change. Atmospheric disturbance, the feverish loss
Oh, and he plays keyboard.
Everybody got mixed feelings. Everybody got mixed feelings. Everybody got to deviate from the norm. Everybody got to deviate from the norm. Everybody got to elevate 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 from the norm. Everybody got to escalate from the norm. Everybody got to
Yeah, okay. Fantastic. You know, and it's not like an incredibly complex bass line. It is complex, but not incredibly complex. It's not as groovy as Digital Man. And that one's pretty complex. But as somebody who's learned to play it and has played it, I can tell you, and keep in mind, my hands are maybe now for bass. They're a bit bigger than they were back then. But, you know, guitar. And guitar has 6 strings and it's a little more intricate, thinner neck, thinner strings than bass. And so I wasn't used to the muscular, the different muscles that were being challenged playing bass. But as far as sonically, you know, it's all those notes and everything. It's not a basic song, but it's not an incredibly complex song either. And I like how every time there would be a repeated phrase at different parts of the song, there's a little bit of a different feel. Maybe he double skips a note, or double hits a note, or adds an extra note in there. It still has the same structure, but there's always a little bit different embellishment is what I'm looking for. And of course his tone just phenomenal. And on that album, on Moving Pictures, there was a little bit more distortion than previous albums. And it was actually, and I think maybe it had to do with the mixing too, but it just sounded fuller than the earlier albums, that sound, that bass sound. I don't know what he did with his equipment. I'm not a bass player, so I didn't study the equipment, though I know he had Rickenbackers and Fenders and then the Wall era. And I kind of like the Wall bass, although it's not as thick and full-bodied as his Jazz Fender or even the Rick. But, always just a phenomenal driving force in music, this band was, and Gettr being at the center of it. I mean, think about it. He's playing keyboards with his hands and feet, because there's trigger pedals that on stage he has to play while he's playing bass and singing, and his voice. I'm gonna do a video on the evolution of his voice. There is a video out there, so I'll save that for later. But this is always one of the fun songs that I like, and it is one of my favorite ones of theirs. It's just got such a great feel. It's just a little bit different than what they were doing at that time. Yeah, so there you have it. Geddy Lee, the master at bass, man. Just a wonderful, wonderful blessing we've had with this band, and we have with all of them. If I were to become a bass player, I'd be learning all of his stuff. I may buy a bass soon. I want to get back into that. God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Thanks for coming by. See ya.